ready for a crossover event that's straight out of left field. Renee Rapp, the Mean Girl sensation, recently dropped the bombshell on Instagram. She's chilling with Elmo on Sesame Street. Her post said, quote, "Mom, I was literally on Sesame Street," end quote, featuring the cutest clip of her snuggling up to Elmo, plus a throwback baby pic of her rocking Elmo booties. And the cherry on top, Elmo himself slid into the comments declaring them besties for life. We don't have a date with Renee Rapp's Sesame Street episode yet, but we will definitely be watching out for it when it happens. What are we all talking about? Sesame Street has gotten super gay. I mean, no, I guess it always was.
It's always been pretty gay.
Yeah, Bert and Ernie.
Yeah.
I mean,
I knew they were. I thought when I was a kid, I was like, I just know. They're a couple.
But there was no malice with it.
No,
I
just was like, they cool, even though they were supposed to be roommates. But I was like,
yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, and you could always tell that like Bert was the top and, Ernie was the bottom.
Yeah.
And when they were done with their due diligence, they went to their own bed.
And Big Bert was a hoe.
And Big Bird was the whole of Sesame Street.
That's why he was so happy every
That's why
day.
he was so freaking happy. He was just happy as hell because he had a lot of money in his feathers. So that's why he was super happy.
Be fucking happy.
So Renee Rapp, she did Mean Girls. You know, I'm
the remake, right?
The remake, I didn't see it.
I didn't see it either.
Okay.
Because I don't want to ruin. Mean Girls is like one of those.
You can't sit with us. Like, I just love the original. You know what I mean? So it kills
it's
me.
It's gonna rain outside. Like, it's just classic.
No, it's just, But yeah, so I haven't seen the new reboot. I think I will do it, right? Just because.
Yeah.
But I don't want it to mess up what I think about the first one. And the first one was just so perfect that I can't imagine doing a new one. But that being said, I do appreciate that Renee Rapp is in the new one and she's part of the LGBTQ plus community and doesn't shy away from that,
Right.
So for her to be on Sesame Street, like, I don't know, for whatever reason, like, as marginalized folks, we're afraid of stuff like that. Like, we don't expect to see ourselves on Sesame Street.
Right.
With all these LGBTQ plus, youth bands and all this stuff like that we're afraid of certain things like
and bills.
Like Sesame Street,
Yeah.
So,
but I'm happy that it's happening.
Yeah.
I mean, we're in the future now. Like, we are the future and we're in the future. So I'm getting comfortable with people just have to get on board and get with it.
I mean, be on the right side of history, folks. I mean, come on. What year is it?
Be on the fabulous side of history.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Have you seen all of the people who are against LGBTQ?
Yeah. Most of them can't dress.
No. And they look horrible.
Yeah. And they look sad.
They look sad.
And they also look like they don't have sex.
That's what I always have said. I've said that
for years. Have you really said that?
When I used to go to work, when I worked in corporate, I had a big old corporate job for 16 years. When I used to work in corporate, the saddest people, I was like, y'all didn't fuck last night, did
That's
you?
it. That's it. Or this week. Or maybe this month.
Or this month.
Which is
and they were
why
married.
like that
was the problem.
Yeah, you're backed up. I mean, and again, self-love is not a bad thing either.
No.
Like, come on, folks. That's why
radical
you hate us so much.
Radical self-love.
Like, we're open about that. Like, we're like, yo, I need sex. I mean, like, literally, I'll be like, listen, I had a bad week. I know that
really
our usual twice a week is not working this week because I've had the week of fucking hell. But I need it.
It's okay.
And we're okay to talk about that. I think the people that don't want us to exist anymore have drastic issues with just talking about sex. That's why it's always those weird white people that are like undercover with child porn shit and stuff like that because they're not open and allowed to be themselves. Yeah. Even especially church people. Don't get mad at me, all religious folks. But I mean,
but you're a church person too.
But I am. But there are people in church community that don't consider Unity on the Bay a church because we are non-denominational and we let everyone come in. I remember being a kid and seeing at the front of churches, all are welcomed, and thinking that shit was true. And then walking in and being really mistaken,
Not you.
No, except you.
Especially
you. You're gay ass, queer ass. Go right back out.